Okay, hi. So, I've finally gotten wireless data transmission working. It's mostly wireless. I can't really go out of this room or very far away from this Arduino with the receiver because this is my timing Arduino, and it's a 101, which is much faster than an Uno, which allows me to have microsecond timing, which allows me to have it run much faster because it doesn't like running slowly because of how frickin' capacitors inside of this don't work that way because stupid. Anyway, so the main thing that has been holding me up is this guy. So this is a transmitter I found on eBay. It's meant for a microphone input. Even when I was stepping down the voltage to around nanoamps, or sorry, nanovolts, it was still too much for this and it'd get overloaded, and the signal was so severely distorted I couldn't get it to work at all. And within about like a couple hours of building this guy, which is just an FM transmitter I've made, I was able to get this to work. And I shall demonstrate that now. I'll give this a listen last because it's like gonna ear rape you or whatever if I unplug this, which we don't want. So, and if I adjust the volume, it's not gonna work that well, so whatever. So the way this works is that this upper LED is the refresh LED, and these are our data. So this is going to be flipped upside down compared to this, which, speaking of which, this blue LED at the end doesn't count. But if you see, we have 1, 2, 3 on, 2 off, and 1 on. See, we have 1, 2, 3 on, 2 off, and 1 on, which means that it's working. And if we were to get our screwdriver and get this frickin' resistor off of it, and if I were to, for example, make it this pattern, which is 2 on, see it's 2 on there, and if I kind of try to get them both in view at the same time, let's see. There you go. So I'll just spin it back and forth and you can verify for yourself that it's updating in real time, several hundred times a second. My mount's planning to be out in the background, by the way, so that's what that is. So now onto something that's kind of sad. What I've realized is that the bandwidth that this would require is actually quite a bit too high. What I've realized is that if I were to decode the NTSC video signal and just strip the pixels and then transmit that, then I would be able to actually keep it within the bandwidth provided by 5.2 gigahertz FPV transmission systems. Because this right now would require around 900 megahertz of bandwidth, and 5.2 gigahertz can only provide around 520 megahertz of bandwidth. It's really late, so my words are being difficult. Essentially, this system is completely useless, and I'm not going to build a complete prototype of it. Instead, I'm going to have to buy some FPGAs and figure out how to decode an NTSC video signal. And once I've done that, then it should be able to actually make a working system. But this kind of works for now, and I'm really actually happy about that because it took me so long to get this working. Now for the listen of the audio. So you can see it's not really working that right now because I turned it off. And that is what data sounds like. Data. Tasty data. Sounds so good.